Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Picking right back up where I left off last time with our first ship in space, scouting the cosmos. Poor Lyra's gonna be stressy, but I would like to oversee this planetoid before long. Let's check. Soiled suit. Lit workspace because she's in space. She's got 5 days worth of calories. But she's gonna need to de-stress when she gets back down. Let's see the surface. Oh, crushed satellite. Ooh, that means that's a bit of a spicy meatball. Looks to be a little narrow. Yeah, this thing's giving off a good amount of rads. I'm not gonna be able to land it, but I know for the future to get a rocket setup with a Trailblazer module. And yeah, so as it sits right now, back to the rocket. Turn that off. $30,000 lux. Yeah, that is a lot of light. Well, first planet explored or found via space travel. Heading back to our home planet. New. Isaacson. And because we've gone up, I can fully see the top of the map. Wondrous. Oops. Most positively a happy day. Oh, and we've scraped this out. In fact, come back home, Lyra. But that is step one done of reaching another planet reliably. My next step is going to be setting up more rockets. Simplest place to do that is going to be over on this side, but we'll see. Now, in regards to how we're going to progress with the rest of the base, there's an interesting question. Why is there polluted water in my... Oh, that's why I have this failsafe down. Which I'm glad I future-proofed. Now... Four tons of ice, 2 tons of water. Honestly, 2 tons of water might be a good option to get right now. No, more steel. As soon as I have enough steel and I can start cranking out some plastic, it'll be a good day. Now, time to begin cracking this. Because if I'm gonna do this the same way, I can set up the blueprints and set it up to where need that a lot more than elsewhere, because I can use this for oxygen production. And once I have that, I'm in the clear. Oh, fossil. That's useful. Very useful. Somnium synthesizer. I do not know why it contains oxygen, but it's producing dream journals. I have 11 left to make, which memory serves, I have a duplicate whose entire job is sleeping to do so. Now, getting that done is going to be a somewhat high priority, but not critical. So I'm going to set a 7. I'm going to set that entire job at a 7. Reset the priorities on the fossils. And there we go. Waiting for this one to cool down because I'm not messing with anything that hot. That gets me 75 kilograms of carbon dioxide out at once. Which will slowly bring the CO2 levels down. To be honest, I should just set up a gas reservoir which has a capacity of 150 kilograms. Which let's be honest, I need to just start pumping out a lot of it. I'm gonna crank all of this up to a priority 8. Because the sooner I can get oxygen online, the better. Okay, so I'll be back once I get the start of this somewhat done. And I'm back. I got a quick oxygen setup down here, self-powered, I presume. And we got the somnium synthesizer done. This is powerful in that it applies a buff to all duplicates. Like, we'll take Devin here for example. Maximum aptitude. That is well worth going through the time to get the 25 journals just to get it started up, and then it requires more journals to go through, but +5 to athletic, strength, science, piloting, and machinery with 25% stress reduction. That is a massive bonus, which means I don't have to be as nice to my dupes. But anywho, I believe for right now, my main port of call is just Oy vey. Getting the CO2 down to survivable levels right now is a bit taxing. But if I simply build more tanks, then problem solved. Now, dealing with the crude oil, that's my next challenge. Oh, also, this setup here. This produces heat. However, that is counteracted by the 5 wheeze warts around it, so it stays at a stable temperature. As you can see, it's a little warm at 30 degrees, but the wheeze warts are trying to cool it down, and if I were to get more in here, they could do a better job of it. But I don't need that money rads, especially since I'm not researching anything right now. Also, this thing requires oxygen. So yeah. Good God, it's consuming those at a fast clip. Like, I've got 21 minutes left, but... or 20 minutes at normal speed. And I've tapped my oxygen production onto my atmosuit feed, so... my atmosuits will be able to be topped off by themselves. In fact, I'll just scrub the whole lot of that. And I'm currently in the process of go. And with that lovely nubbins out of the way, I can actually pressurize this. How much has been seen? So what I can do because of bridges, and so long as I get this built relatively quickly, actually let's swap over to just construction so I can do this smart. Boom. I can pressurize the interior of this cabin because as it sits right now, there's nothing. Not a zip zilch. Let's see, ventilation, yes, pipe. And vent. So that it's livable in there. The problem with this is this is a 3x3, which will take up this entire space if I would try to set this somewhere else. And it's just a mess to try and make this any sort of livable. But I suppose I can try. Anyway, I'm going to take a moment and try and configure this into a more sustainable manner, though now that I'm looking at it, I might not be able to. Give me a moment. I apologize for the random jump cut, but I've been trying to figure out a good way of designing the interior of this, which I don't even have enough space for that. Great. Anyway. I have ran out of time to do any recording today, but as our current colony, I'm clear cutting the top. I might make it even with this up here. I don't know. Next thing we need to tackle is definitely going to end up having to be the bottom of the map. Clearing out all these resources and start finding a way to crack into all that magma. Maybe get something set up to where I have these volcanoes feeding into each other. Who knows? But I will have to say farewell for now.